Welcome to Rauta. This video is done in commercial collaboration with our sponsor, Steelfest. Hello and welcome to Rauta. This time it's black metal the mid-tempo ways and from Norway. Now Khold might be a kind of a common known name to a lot of you people since it was very active early 2000s and in a way a successor to older Norwegian name Toulouse. However, whatever happened to Toulouse, it was gone for a bit and Khold kind of took over. And this amount of albums early 2000s is almost baffling. 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005, and then it started to slow down. Even though 2008 album also came out only 3 years after the fourth one. But then something happened. 6 years of pause, not pace. And it made an album that nobody really liked that much. What happened? We don't really know, we don't really care. And 8 years after that comes an album called Svartsyn, which in my opinion might be actually the best Khold album so far. Really? Yes, indeed, it could. Now this is a band that I got to see also live early years at in Inferno Fest, Norway. I think it was 2004, yeah. Must have been back in the days. And back then I think the band was, having the really energetic phase, with the 2 or 3 albums out. I don't remember if the third album was out by then, but point aside, it was active, energetic and all that stuff. And by the time they had already kind of a secured their own groovy, a little bit mischievous style of mid-tempo black metal the Norwegian way. So kind of different than Toulouse, but also having the same DNA. Very interesting combo, and that's also why I always liked Khold. They were none like other. And already these 2 first albums kind of convinced me this is something that you wanna keep your ears on. Now later on, in my opinion, they started to go on the decline, but then again I don't remember actually hearing this till end this album, so I can't really compare. But based on reviews, which I take a quick look beyond Metal Archives as well, it was kind of consensus that this is the weakest so far. So compared to that, I guess it was a big surprise to have Svartsyn such a good album. Now, I already got this album like last summer, not during when it was released, and hence it has been in my review queue quite some while. So it was a really positive surprise to get this album and like wow, this is really good. So 40 minutes in, 10 tracks, very basic standard thing if you ask me. Lots of black metal bands, a lot of metal bands in fact, do the kind of a standard thing. 10 songs, 40 to 50 minutes, you know how it is. But where Khold stands out from the rest is the way to do mid-tempo black metal. Once again, this early days grooviness is very much there. There's a little bit of a sinister grinning, like yeah, I'm gonna be mean here, like a Joker kind of a style. And that works actually for the favor of the album. Then again, it also has these, up-tempo parts where it just kind of putting a little bit more pressure on the gas pedal, but not too much. They're not Marduk or whatever. So it's just like kind of having this variation, which then again constitutes into the album in a very good way. Overall, I would say, however, the forte of the album, the best things on these albums are the riffs. They are good. And in my opinion, they're so good that this album is actually ready to challenge to a lot of classic albums, Norway or other way. And as such, I gotta say, this is a brilliant album. In a way, it's kind of a boneheaded relative to Obituary, equivalent to that kind of a boneheaded death metal. Different, but still kind of very true to its roots and origin. I can say, the vocals are good, the production is good, songwriting is beyond good. So this is something that I totally enjoy, one of the missed gems from 2022. In case you missed it back in the days like I did, now it's good time to make your amends and check out this album. It's really good, so let's hope that Khold, after this comeback if you will, is going to stay on this path and make more great albums, because Svartsyn indeed could be the best Khold album so far. So what are you waiting for? Give the album a listen. See ya.